Hi everybody, this is Em from DIY Em. I'm just gonna take this guy out of here, these magnets. But anyways, I'm on my magnetic glass mat today and I wanted to open something up. I'm gonna do a little unboxing. I'm really excited about this, so I'm hoping it works really well. We'll see. I found this really cute electric wax seal warmer, so hopefully it'll have less of an effect on my air purifier because there won't be any smoke or fire or anything like that happening. Hopefully it won't go off as much, we'll see. But it heats up and melts sealing wax really fast and really easily. And to make the projects I want to do a lot easier and faster, I bought a whole bunch of these sealing wax pouring spoons. Whole bunch of different colors. There's some that I think come in here, so I'm gonna open this up with you and I'm gonna check this out. I think I got a purple shade. There's pink, blue, purple, I believe, and I wanted all of the shades to be honest, but I don't have enough purple. I have a few purple things I guess, but I don't have enough purple items. I feel. So it comes with a few of these pouring spoons as well, some purple ones. It also comes with some fun purple tweezers, which is great. And then it has this it's like a little mixing tool, so you can actually use this instead of a toothpick to mix the wax as it's melting. So I'm gonna just plug this in, and I think this button here, I think it's like an on-off button, so I'm hoping this works okay. But I just want to do a few seals. Just gonna do a quick seal for this video. Hopefully it'll be quick. I don't know, I just wanted to do something fun for somebody's birthday. Okay, so that turns on pretty instantly. I'm just gonna turn it off for a second while I get ready here. I have this beautiful card that I made. My sister-in-law, she really loves flowers and things like that. She used to do hair as well. She's got a beautiful garden, so I know she's really into flowers. I also know that she loves gems and sparkly things, so I made this really pretty card for her. I made this little envelope as well with my Craftulier punch, and you guys may have seen that video already, making envelopes with this punch. If you haven't and you want to check that out, I'll link the link down below. I've got a few different envelope videos in case you guys want to check that out, different types of envelopes. So yeah, I do like making cards and stuff, so I got really into making wax seals as well, so I'll also link the link for some of those videos down below too, in case you guys are interested in more wax seal videos. So this is not a new thing for me. I definitely like making that. I might maybe make a playlist specifically for wax seals because I'm going to be doing a few different ones soon. So anyways, I'm going to put this aside, but I wanted to match the flower vibes of this card. So I have these, I got this from Amazon as well. This actual dried flower thing here. Oh, I think they're taped down. Okay. Anyways, so I bought on Amazon some dried flowers because I figured I could do something with them for other projects. So this also comes with tweezers, which is great. I thought I lost my tweezers, but I actually have tweezers. But anyways, now I've got more and some really pretty colorful ones. I love pink and purple, so this is perfect. But yeah, I have all these dried flowers. I could always use this to pour the wax seal onto that and then just put the flowers down onto it and then stamp it with a stamp. So I'm going to do that potentially, but I'm just going to get all my wax stuff sorted. So I've got like a few different wax pellet things here. I might actually use one of these just to keep the seals more rounded looking. Silicone molds for seals. That's probably the best way to describe it. And then in another video I had shown you guys these blank wax seal stamps. So they're blank, they don't have any actual image on them. I might just use these two. I think this one's a little bit too big. It's like a whole kit. It comes with circle wax seal stamps that are blank of different sizes, and then I have some square ones as well. So if I can, I'll try to link the links down below for this because I got these a while ago. But yeah, I really want to try this out and see how well this works. I'm pretty excited about this. So I'm gonna have this here just in case. I'm going to use this to lay some pretty flowers onto that I think is going to match this really nicely. I could do a little cluster potentially. Whoa, they're really flying around. Okay. I really like this one. Probably going to work really quickly when I do this. This one's kind of neat too, but I feel like it's not flat enough. I want them to be a little flatter. I think I'm just going to use these three. I've never done this before. This is my first time, guys. I don't know. We'll see how this works out. I think I'm going to do a yellow background for this. So I'm going to use these little yellow ones here. I think that's going to look really pretty with all these colors. Something nice and light. I could do the white as well, but I think having a little bit of color is nice too. I'll do 5, maybe 6. 6 of these pellets. Turn this on and hope that this melts. This should be fun. I heard this melts pretty quickly, so I'm gonna use this guy. If you want to, you can always put a few different colors in here and make swirls too. I don't like doing that. I like doing solid colors because I find that things stand out a little bit more when I do that. So I think I might, yeah, I think I'm going to use this middle-sized circle here. So I'm going to use the middle-sized one. And I'll try to arrange it like this if I can. So I'm just going to let this melt. Pretty excited about this. I've never tried this before. I've tried wax seals and stuff before, but I've never tried this particular heating tool. I'm hoping it doesn't get too hot on the outside, but at least it's a little easier to control the heat. You can just turn that off. So it's really fun making seals to match people's cards, I think. Melting pretty quickly, actually. And try not to get your fingers or any skin near the hot metal because it can get really hot and it's very unpleasant when you get burned on the stuff. So safety first, guys. Just be careful. Sometimes this can even heat up quite a bit. Just gonna take this off here while that's still hot. Just be careful when you're pouring stuff, okay? I'm gonna pour in this cavity here. Okay, I'm just gonna work really quickly. Okay, I'm gonna use this middle one here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. I've never done this before, so hopefully it looks okay and works out. So I'm gonna do another batch real quick, just in case this doesn't work out. 3 more in there and see what happens with that. Yeah, I'll let this cool. So it's always best to keep your blank stamps cool. You don't have to necessarily do that, but if they're cold with ice or cold water, if you dip them in that a little bit for a little while, just to make sure that everything's cold, then things release a lot easier from that. While this is melting, I'm just gonna pick out a few more. I'm just gonna try 2. You can do so much with dried flowers. You don't have to get them from Amazon either. You can just pick them out of the ground, any pretty flower you see, and go through the dried flower process if you wanted to. Normally I put my heating tool on here, but this is a nice heat resistant glass mat, so it's kind of perfect for this project. Okay, things are bubbling a bit, which I don't really like. I'm probably gonna just use the purple and the pink flowers for this, but I don't want this to be too bubbly. I'm going to do a smaller seal. And I'm going to turn this off because I don't want this to be too hot right now. I'm just going to wipe this down. I'm going to take a lot of this paper towel because it burns really easily. So be very careful when you're cleaning this stuff, okay guys? I need to take more precautions when I'm doing this. This is unfortunately dangerous. Try to get all the edges if you can. It looks very sooty when I'm using the actual fire, like the flame from the candles. Okay. Doesn't really look like a seal though. I guess it's kind of sealy enough. That's hard because I have to squish them down quite a bit. This probably isn't going to look very much like a seal either. Oh no, okay. Here, I know what I can do though. I can probably make something look more like a seal around the edges. So I'm going to do a different color here. I'm going to do a nice rose gold situation around the edge. I think that would be really pretty around the edge of this. Okay, so I'm just going to put this back in here, turn this on, let that heat up, and if I need more, I'll add some more. But what I want to do is I want to make an edge, and then I'm going to put that guy in there. Does that make sense? To make more of a seal look, because that didn't really do the greatest job. I didn't really press down very well. This is going to be a very bulky seal, but that's okay. I'm going to deliver this by hand, so I'm not too concerned about this. If you want to send something through the mail, I would advise against that. But if you also want to protect it, you can always go over this with a Mod Podge or something, very gently. I really like this one though. This one actually turned out really nicely. I'm not saying that I hate this one, I don't, but I don't think it turned out as nice as this one did. We'll just let this melt a bit, and I might put another wax seal in there. We'll see. Just make sure that this is very liquidy because it feels like there's a lump in there. I don't want to burn this or make it bubble or anything because when it is really, really hot, it will bubble. I want this a good consistency. Just gonna wipe this off real quick before that sets on there. Before this sets or cools down, I'm just gonna make sure that it all drizzles out. Pop that on. And there we go. There, that's better. That looks cool. That looks really, really cool. I'm gonna do the same kind of edge for this one too. Oh, I like that color combination actually. It's quite nice. It's pretty. I'll do 5 more of these. Let's see how that goes. Well, this is still heated up. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this cool down nicely. I think that's gonna look really pretty. So yeah, if you don't have a satisfying edge, you can always do what I just did there. Okay, just do a lot of melting with your beads if you can. Not so much that it overflows here, but about 5 seems to do it. Maybe a little bit more, 5 or 6 depending. Because I already had a little bit of some of them in there, so try 5. If you need more, then add more as you go. Okay, I'll try to link a lot of these products down in the description box down below. Wow, it's crazy how fast this melts actually. I just want to make sure it actually does melt because I don't want it to be too thick. You can feel the consistency changing and shifting real quickly though, so that's good. I find it's much slower with the candle and it seems more dangerous. So I really like this device. This is a really cool one. I think I'm going to keep using this in my videos for sure. Just be careful on the handle, guys. And then I'm just going to pour another one. And then I'll just place it in the center. If you don't want to burn your fingers, like you're scared to burn your fingers, you can just use the blank wax seals again, just to press things in a little bit better. Okay, I just want to make sure it's all out there. Let's put this in real quick and carefully, and then just push it down. There you go. Both really pretty wax seals. So I'll just go with the set, and then I'm gonna, just like I did before, just gonna make sure I wipe this down. I'm gonna turn this off, so it's not so dangerous. And then I'm gonna just wipe this down. Again, do lots of layers of paper towel if you're feeling heat through it, so you don't burn yourself, okay? Try to do a good job of cleaning it out as well. I know it's hard because it's very, very hot and you don't want to burn yourself. You can definitely protect yourself if you have heat-safe gloves. Okay, I'm just gonna pop this out. Probably done at this point in time. Look at that. It looks so pretty. And as I said, what I might do is I'm going to go over it with a little bit of Mod Podge. You can do matte or gloss or whatever you'd like and protect the flowers so that they don't fall apart more. I'm going to do that probably off screen, but I have just like a little thing of gloss Mod Podge and you just take a little brush. It's water-based, so you can easily wash the brush off just with soap and water in the sink. Yeah, just do a tiny, tiny little bit and just brush it on once it's nice and cool. Another thing you could do, I have to write stuff in my card and whatnot, and I'm going to stick this on later. You could put this directly on your envelope if you'd like, and then do similar methods that I did instead of using the silicone. But what I might do is put a sticker on the back. I have specific stickers for seals. You could also use double-sided tape though. Okay, so I've got these cool stickers here. I've got a ton. It's like a whole pack of a bunch of them. I just like to bring these out for when I'm doing seals. Try to peel it off where the sticky part is. I'm just gonna flip it around. Whoops. Just gonna flip it around. It looks so pretty on the other side too, right? Stick that on. Make sure it's on there. Then I can just peel this part off and then stick it on my envelope. So that's perfect. And then if they want to, the person can conserve this and keep this really easily because it can come off the envelope fairly nicely, I think. If you want to glue it on a little bit better, you can do that too. Hot glue might melt things, so just be careful with that method, okay? I like to use stuff like this or double-sided tape. I love that this is specifically perfect for this and it's nice and circular and easy to take off with the tab there. But you do you. So that's that. I just wanted to show you guys that. And as I said, it's gonna look really nice. These go nicely. I think this one goes nicely with this. But yeah, I really like this tool here. This is really cool. But yeah, as you can see, this goes nicely with that. It's really pretty and it's gonna look really nice, I think. Sealing the envelope. It's gonna be a beautiful seal, I think, for that envelope. It's not exactly the same. It doesn't match it up completely the same, but it mimics a lot of the colors that are going on in here. And I really like that about it. Hope you guys liked that video. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and share the video with anybody who likes wax seals, beautiful cards, using dried flowers, and that stuff, okay? But yeah, if somebody does wax seals and they don't know about this product, definitely let them know about it. I think that this is a really cool device. It heats up really quickly, so be careful with it still. I'd still recommend safety first with it. It's cooling down quite a bit. It's nice that it has a button to control the heat a bit, but yeah, it just plugs in. Honestly, I really like it. It's really safe and secure. So, and it makes beautiful seals, as you can see here. So I'm probably going to use this in a few other videos that I'm going to do some seals that match some cards that I'm making that I've done for the future. Okay, so I hope you guys like that. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye! Happy crafting!